Hi, I'm Robbie. For this problem, we're seeing an example of finding limits graphically. The problem reads as following. Find the limit of f of x as x approaches -1 from the left.
Function is said to have a limit as x approaches c if from both sides of that x the y value coincides into a certain number. Finding limits may be in a graphical way, a numerical way, or an algebraic way. Infinite limits also exist and are affected by vertical asymptotes. Also, when c equals infinity, if it's positive or negative, we may find a horizontal asymptote.
As you can see, there is a small negative on the upper right of the -1. This means you have to look for the -1 on the horizontal line x and then go a little to the left to the -1. Then you find the point on the vertical line that corresponds to the -1 to the left. In this case, we go up and see that 1 is the value that corresponds to the x value we're looking for. Therefore, the limit of f of x as x approaches -1 to the left is 1.
Now problem 67, which is differentiate the following using rules of differentiation. Y equals 4x to the 5th power, open parentheses, 2 divided by x to the 2nd power, minus x plus 5 over x to the 6th power, close parentheses. Now, you might be wondering what are rules of differentiation. Well, there are 3. Number 1 is, if y equals c, c stands for a constant, meaning any number. Then y prime equals 0. Number 2, if y equals c times f of x, then y prime equals c times f prime of x. Third and last one is, if y equals f of x plus minus g of x, then it equals y prime equals f prime of x plus minus g prime of x. Now, knowing this, we are able to solve our problem. So first I'm gonna write a1 under the 4x to the 5th, so it's easier for me to multiply since we're gonna be multiplying fractions. You just multiply 4x to the 5th over 1 by all the parentheses that you have over there. Remember that when you multiply x with an exponent, they add up. So you just multiply and then you're gonna start differentiating. When you start, you need to write y prime, meaning the y with the sort of apostrophe, I guess. So it will look something like this because you have already, after you multiply, you simplify. So remember that the law of exponent states that when we have exponents dividing, they are gonna subtract. So it will be y prime equals 8x to a 3rd minus 4x to a 6th plus 20x. And well, we just start applying the rules. So it will be the exponent, the 3, times the 8, so it's 24, and then x to a 3rd minus 1, so it will be 24x to a 2nd. And you do that procedure with the rest of the problem. Just notice that we have 20 over x, and we cannot have an x as a denominator right now. So we pass it as a negative, so it will be x to a -1, 20x to a -1. Then we need to make the same procedure, meaning it will be 20 times -1 because you are multiplying the exponent, and then x minus 1 equals x -2, x to a -2. So you will end up with something like y prime equals 24x to a 2nd minus 24x to a 5th minus 20 over x to a 2nd.